Monetization. What is it? Why do we need to talk about it? Let's get into it. This is Hot Chocolate Takes, where we drink our favorite hot beverage and we talk about finance, money, and all things economy. Today's flavor, milk chocolate with marshmallows. Today's topic, monetization. Okay, so very first video. Before we jump into the context of the video, I feel like I need to preface who I am and and then we'll talk about the topic. So my name is Brian. I am 30 years old and I am based out of Utah. I studied food science and nutrition. Okay, so not even finance.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Take it with a grain of salt. This is just my personal experience, my personal opinions, my feelings about certain things. So don't take this information and go off and be like, hey, this random dude, who the heck are you? I'm not a financial advisor, okay? But I do love finance and economy, and I do have investments, and I do spend a lot of time in this space because, like anybody, especially anyone in the middle class, we're just trying to find ways to make it. And so, anyways, so that's a little bit about me. I feel like the best way to start this off is to share this blog that I found, because I feel like it just hits the point that I want to make right on the head.
Nice.
This person, so this blog here, Observing Leslie, I don't know if it's Leslie who's writing this, but she talks about the obsession with monetizing and how it will hurt us, okay? Monetization at its core is simply the process, taking some sort of process, maybe it's a passion that you do, and finding a way to just make money from it, right? This is the world we live in. We live in the world where we constantly are finding ways to make money out of things, right?
If I were to give you some money out of my wallet, would that ease the pain?
And this is a problem, but I'll explain more in a second. So, just wanted to start off here in the second paragraph. Once you pick up an activity that you love, that compels you through interest and passion to invest energy, time, attention, precious resources, if not our most precious, people will suggest you monetize it. They mean that you should take this activity and find a way to get paid to do it, right? And then she gives examples, right? She's like, and this applies for her or he. I'm assuming it's a girl, but this comes up for me regularly with yoga, with my blog, with the advice and mentoring I've given and continue to give people in business. In some cases, monetization could make a good deal of sense. So I appreciate this before I jump into this, because it's not like this is illegal.
Bang, 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 you're dead.
And there's a lot of pros, right, of doing this, obviously. And if you do it right, you can make some decent money. And at the end of the day, it's business. But as she continues on, she uses this example of baking, right? If someone loves baking, for example, and people love what they bake and ask them to bake for parties and events on a weekly or even monthly basis, pushing them to undertake the activity more from obligation than out of pure love and enjoyment, then perhaps at least finding a way to recover costs for materials makes sense.
Years. I can understand you feeling some kind of way about that.
Yes, absolutely. If you feel like your time and your energy, and the demand is so high and it's putting you in a position where it actually won't make sense to keep doing this unless you find a way to monetize it, sure, okay? So she says, however, if you undertake something as much for you as for anyone else, even if other people love what you do, and if you find it interesting, exciting, and compelling, and intrinsically rewarding, then monetizing it more often than not reduces it. Making your hobbies profit or even break-even centers alters them. Doing so subtracts the purity, and that is the point I want to make. And the example that I want to start off with is Airbnb arbitrage. Is one of the factors and reasons why I feel like creating this culture of how can I make more money, right? So Airbnb, unless you've been living in a rock, under a rock.
Wait, what?
Hopefully not I don't even know how you would live in a rock. Under a rock, in a cave. You know what Airbnb is. Now, what is Airbnb arbitrage? Well, essentially what you're doing is you're communicating with the landlord for a rental property that they have, right? We're talking low entry point here, okay? You talk with them, you finagle some things, you sales pitch it, you get them to basically agree to you being able to rent the place, but then turn around and short-term rent it out to people. So they go along with it, and then you start renting it out, okay? But then you realize that this business becomes profitable. What do? Well, to ease up your load and work, because this is a lot of work now, and a lot of things for you to manage, you say, you know what? Why am I not selling my methods and my processes? Look how successful I've been. I want to help you and serve you. So therefore, I'm going to sell you my methods on how I built my multi-million-dollar business on Airbnb arbitrage. Okay? So you monetize it. Information is money. And that's one of the biggest things with monetization. If you know and people like it and appreciate it and they're going to purchase it, why not? Logically, why not? Why would I spend so much money going to school and going into so much debt when I can literally, with my fingers here, go on my computer and just start building out my business myself and then find a way to monetize it as I get, more popular, whatever, right? But it's stupid. I hate it. I worked for a call center, okay? And at this call center, we were trying to sell people on credit repair, okay? You're going to see where this is connected here, but just hold on tight, walk with me through this, okay? So I worked at a call center. I was a college student. What do, right?
I only have like $3.50, so it's hard, super hard.
You're donating plasma, you're working at call centers, you're trying to save up money. This is what we do. And part of the business model, or how the business operated, was they worked and partnered with certain loan officers and loan agencies. So when someone calls in and they're like, hey, I need this type of loan, and the loan officer goes, ooh, your credit sucks. Sorry, I can't take you. Then we get the phone call. So they transfer us to a credit specialist, which is us. And then we come in and we basically try to convince the customer or consumer, whatever, to purchase our credit repair service so that they can get that loan that they wanted. Problem is, 90% of the time, we're selling them just false crap.
You have a very, very hard time convincing people that what you're doing is right and that you're really smart.
Most of the time, people who are in debt are either purposefully in there or something out of their control that they, life happens, right? So the service we offered is to have some sort of lawyer and legal team to prove your innocence, to be able to repair your credit. So what happens is we tell them, hey, we want to help you, but you have to pay us $150 or more a month. But we're going to give you all these amazing tools and all these amazing, access to people and, legal teams and all these things to help you fix your credit. Now, if you're someone who's dealing with credit issues and you hear this over the line, you're calling BS. And you're probably pissed off because you're like, I wanted a loan and now I have to deal with this person, right? Same sort of thing. These gurus come on here, and I'm not saying all of them are bad, but there's a lot out there. 80%, if not more, of the information they provide is hype. It's hey, here's my 5-point, whatever to help you become a successful business owner. Here are things you shouldn't do. Here are the things that I did, right? Sales pitch. And there's just a bunch of motivational crap that you didn't need to hear because you're like, just tell me step by step how you did it. Like, not the first thing you need to do is get excited and be motivated. No dip, Sherlock.
Oh, stupid.
Like, I understand that. Like, right? Like, but that's what's happening, right? And people spend stupid money on these programs. You're literally giving this person more money, which then fuels more monetization, in my opinion. And then you have social media influencers, okay? So I'm gonna talk to you real quick.
Watch yourself.
What actual benefit do you provide society? Entertainment? Because most social media influencers, in my opinion, are just entertainers. But that's the reality, right? And people are fine with that. People are totally okay with that. And they like watching your videos because it brings them happiness and joy and whatever else. So, it works. But what actual value do you bring? Are you, helping save lives? Are you a doctor? Are you an engineer? Are you building cars to help people transport? Are you, what are you doing that's actually helping society become smarter and grow, right? Social media influencers, it doesn't require work to be able to get to where you are. Yeah, a lot of marketing crap, a lot of exaggerated videos, a lot of time consumption and trying to build up your following, right? But at the end of the day, how are you making your money? You know how you're making your money? 2 things. Marketing. So you're basically marketing people's products, which really requires no marketing skills. It literally just requires the amount of people that are following you. Second thing is you're monetizing things, right? You monetize things, whether it's based on products, right? You gain this crazy following, and then you go, how can I now make more money? Oh, I got it. Let me just come up with my own clothing brand that's really just Temu 2.0, but I'm going to market it like it's a big deal, and then I'm going to sell you on it, and I'm going to upcharge, right? Because I'm a big deal. I've got this many followers, therefore I can charge this amount because they're going to expect quality, and I'm going to give them quality. And all I need is at least 10, 20 people to be on board with me to be able to create that big influential impact, right? This is a problem. Monetization at its core is not an issue. Monetization taken out of context and abused is. We are now living in a world, in a society in which anything and everything, if you can monetize it, is going to be monetized. And if you can make money off of it, and it allows you to be able to travel wherever the heck you want to go, why wouldn't you? I don't like it, but it's the world that we live in. Wanted to hear your thoughts, whether or not you are completely on board with me or you think I'm off my rocker. So I want to hear your comments below. I'll do my best to respond to them. Please like and subscribe from this video. There'll be content coming out at least once a week, but I'm debating about, maybe twice a week. I'll probably, change it up a little bit. But that is what I wanted to share with you. So cheers. Have a good one.